Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with a Blu-ray DVD collection update. Actually, these are all DVDs, but you know what I mean. I'll start with some stuff I got at FYE. FYE is currently running another sale. Buy 2 used DVDs and get the third for $1, which I thought is pretty cool, but I don't think it's as good as their sale that they used to run. Like at all, like they always used to run this sale, and it was buy 2 used DVDs, get 1 free. But still, I picked up George Romero's Diary of the Dead. This is the 4th? Actually, this is the 5th movie in Romero's Of the Dead series. I don't know if I'm gonna eventually get around to buying or seeing Survival of the Dead, because I've always heard Survival of the Dead is really, really bad. But I've heard some mixed things about Diary of the Dead. I know it's a found footage movie, but I figured I would give it a shot. I'm not the biggest fan of found footage movies, but I can enjoy them. And it's George Romero, and it's the 5th. Again, I have to look over it, the 5th of the Dead movie, which, you know, it's really cool to see this series still going on. I got Scream. Believe it or not, I don't own any of the Scream movies on DVD or Blu-ray. Which, this is an older one where it's widescreen, but it's widescreen set for a full-screen TV. So, in order to watch it on the TV in my bedroom, I have to kind of do a zoom function on the TV, which it doesn't make the picture look any worse or anything. It just kind of bothers me, but I'll probably upgrade this to a different copy, but this was only like $5. Yeah. But I really like Scream. It's one of those slasher films I always forget how much I enjoy it and how good it is. And then I'll pop it in, or I'll watch it every year and a half, and I'll be like, man, that movie is really good. Why don't I watch that one more often? Or why don't I ever, you know, because I always forget how good this movie is. Just like my relationship with the movie Waxwork from 1988. I never really remember how good it is, and then I'll rewatch it, and I'll be like, man, that movie's just fucking great. But, yeah, no, I Scream. I figured, why the hell not? It's not in my collection yet, so I may as well. This one is not really much of a horror film, although I would personally say it's kind of a psychological horror, psychological thriller. It's Sporlos, also known as The Vanishing, which is a, I believe, I actually forget what country this film is from. I know it is like a Dutch, it's like a Dutch-French co-production. And it's basically a movie about a guy who his girlfriend goes missing. And I mean, I don't really want to spoil it, because what happens after she initially goes missing is what makes this movie very interesting and creepy and scary. And personally, for me, that's what makes it into a horror film, is what kind of happens afterwards. But still, it's an interesting, very well made movie. I don't know if they've done a Blu-ray of this yet, which I don't really care. You know me, I don't really care whether it's Blu-ray or DVD, as long as it's a good copy. And I got this for $10, and I was like, hey, The Vanishing, I like that movie, and it's $10, and it's Criterion. How can I say no? Next, I got this Australian horror box set for $7, which only has 3 movies in it, but I'm not too mad. And it's from Elite Entertainment, who, I think I have one other release from them, and that one other release was I Spit on Your Grave, Lethal Victims. And this is a really fucking terrible, actually no, this wasn't even Elite, this was Eden Entertainment. Actually, I don't think I own anything from Elite. Actually, I'm sure I've got something around here. But, actually, yeah, no, I got it right here. It's, Psychic Killer on DVD. Which I still haven't watched this one. But, They're not the best, and I'm pretty sure they've actually gone out of business. But I found this set new in the clearance section for like $7, and I'm like, hey, 3 horror films, and one of them I'm actually really interested in seeing for $7. I'm not gonna say no. When I originally picked up the box, I felt, oh man, there's a loose disc in here. I hope it's not the one movie I want to see. And this is a new set. Keep in mind, this was sealed. This was a new set. The sticker on the top for the Elite Entertainment sticker that has the company logo and what the film is, those were still on the top. The security stickers were on top, so they were damaged or cut or removed or anything. And I grab one disc and I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's this one. Then I open it and take it out, and you can still see it. Well, you can't really see it on that, but you can see that big ass fucking ring of scratches, and that is from this one being a loose disc. I actually didn't really watch this. I do what I do with used DVDs, where I'll just pop it in and I'll do something else, but I'll keep my eye on the TV and make sure it doesn't skip or anything. And this one didn't skip at all, surprisingly. So I'm not going to complain there, although I will complain because it's loose discs and they're very hard to they're very easy to scratch, DVDs. But this one is Strange Behavior. It is a slasher film about a scientist, kind of a slasher science fiction film, basically, about a scientist who creates a serum that basically turns teenagers into killers. I would say it's very similar to the zombie movie Perkins 14, which is right here. It's been a while since I watched Perkins 14. But Perkins 14 is basically the same kind of premise. And next we have the one I'm really interested in seeing. It is called Patrick. It is basically a movie about a guy who murders his mother and his girlfriend, and then he is in a coma, and he starts killing people with the power of his mind. And this one was actually the least scratched up, and this is the one I really wanted to see out of the set, but this is the least scratched up disc in the entire set, which I'm very happy about. And this one has, I mean, despite this being a kind of cheap release from 2002, these do have different dub tracks, trailers, Easter eggs, filmographies, as well as commentary tracks. So I can't really shame them there. But I've always heard about this one, and this is the full-length uncut European version in a widescreen transfer. And I've always been interested in checking out Patrick. And this is the last one in the set, and this one is called Thirst. And believe it or not, this is not really a vampire movie. This is another one that I had heard of a couple times, not really did any research on, but after reading the back of it, after opening it and everything, it sounds really interesting. It's basically a film about, I haven't watched any of these in this set, but it's basically a film about a girl was kidnapped by a bloodthirsty cult, and then she discovers what's going to happen to her, and it's basically about a bloodthirsty, murderous kind of cannibal cult, and it sounds really interesting. And it says right here, gold medal for special effects at some international film festival. So I hope this has some good effects in it and maybe some gore. But surprisingly, from what I've read, this is not a vampire movie, even though it looks like a vampire movie. But still, that was a $7 box set, and I'm not even going to complain. That's pretty nice for $7. And next, we get on to the last two things. These two, I don't really think I need to say much about them. Or maybe I do, I don't know. But I know that, who is it that's running these? I think it's Universal. Universal, they're running a new line of basically they're doing re-releases of classic movies on DVD and Blu-ray. And you can find them at like Walmart. They're pretty cheap releases, and they're with the quote-unquote new collectible pop art. They're part of the new collectible pop art series, which, not gonna lie, I really dig the kind of pop art covers for these. And I decided, hey, I don't own any Alfred Hitchcock movies. I may as well pick up some of the ones that I've actually seen. And I got Psycho, which with this new pop art cover art, I think it looks pretty nice. I think it looks pretty cool. And believe it or not, I actually, I mean, as much as I like Psycho, I think the second one is actually a better film overall. But I did a video a few years back about that, so if you guys want to know about that, then you can watch that one. But still, I decided to get Psycho because I didn't own it yet. And I think I might pick up the one that is, I know they have one of Army of Darkness, and even though I own, like, I'm looking at them right now, it's like 3 different copies of Army of Darkness already, on multiple different formats. I might have to pick that one up just because I really like the cover art for it, and it's only like $6. These are very inexpensive, cheap releases. They also have, like, in this series, they also have, like, Weird Science, American Graffiti, which, you know, they're putting out some good stuff with these new collectible pop art covers. I may have to go back, pick up some more of them, because there's some other ones in the series that I haven't seen that are pretty cheap, and some of them that I don't own yet that are pretty cheap. But the other Alfred Hitchcock movie I got was The Birds. It's been a very long time since I've actually seen The Birds, and I completely forgot that this movie has a runtime of 2 hours. But this is the one, I think this is probably one of the best ones. Like, out of all the ones that I looked at, this is probably one of the best new cover arts for the movie. Just how it looks is really cool. I think I'm going to keep the pop art stickers on there. But still, it's very nice, and they've all got a good amount of special features. You know, while these are cheap releases, they don't, I mean, they're the same. I'm sure these are the same features from the previous DVD and Blu-ray releases, but still. Anyway, guys, that is actually it for this Blu-ray DVD collection update. I will see you guys sometime. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a new review sometime soon or not. That really just depends on what is going on. So I got some stuff coming up. But it's Biscuit Bill Horror Reviews, signing off. Peace.